4.6 million years ago, the world was a crucible of evolution. On this continent, our ancestors were just another fragile link in the food chain, surrounded by predators and an environment that constantly tested their limits. Each sunrise they lived to see was a victory. But what they lacked in physical prowess, they were beginning to make up for with a spark of intellect. They learned to see the world not just for what it was, but for what it could be. This tortoise wasn't an obstacle, it was a solution. A living raft, a mobile shield. This is tool use in its most primitive form, a testament to a mind that was starting to change the game. Death was everywhere in this land, but the death of a giant offered an unexpected opportunity. For beings accustomed only to stone and wood, this skeleton was a revelation, a repository of materials with properties they had never known. And then, the moment, a turning point. They didn't just see a piece of bone, they saw an extension of their own bodies, an arm made longer, stronger, and deadlier. The mammoth's death had gifted them the very tool to defy their own. The first weapon was born, not from craft, but from recognition. In the wild, that sound is an omen of finality. Hyenas, the relentless scavengers and hunters, always seek out the weak, and in this world, the hominids had always been the weak. History was rewritten in this moment of defiance. The prey had become the protector. They learned that unity and tools could overcome strength. The balance of power on the savanna had shifted, ever so slightly, but forever. Their newfound confidence led them to new rewards. No longer paralyzed by fear, they dared to explore further, to seek out resources previously beyond their reach. Every sweet fig was a taste of survival and victory. In this brutal world, moments of peace were precious. This was more than a meal. It was the strengthening of social bonds. They were not just surviving as individuals. They were beginning to thrive as a society, forged by shared trials and shared triumphs. A single day had changed everything. They had faced death and chosen life. They had turned a tool of nature into a weapon of will. Their journey was still long and fraught with peril, but a new path had been opened. A path that would lead to dominance, to creativity, and eventually to us. The journey of humanity had truly begun.
Hee hee!